the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is KR Stolpus, and I will be your host for tonight's racing festivities here at Williams Grove on a very thankful Friday after a national holiday called Thanksgiving. Thank you, guys, for being here tonight. Hope you guys are stuffed full of your favorite foods, had all the desserts, and now we're going to give your eye holes a nice little treat. And let's go racing at Williams Grove. It is the Aces Up Sim Sports Tune-Up Challenge Series. Race number 3 on the season. Alex Bergeron going 2 in a row so far. Somebody somewhere is going to have to figure out how to knock him off that pedestal that he is up on for the moment. Will tonight be the night? Well, let's find out. Qualifying getting ready to happen right now. Practice times, Clayton Davies has the top time in practice, followed by Powell, Miller, and Carpenter. And so as we roll into single car qualifying, we'll watch a couple of these guys, see if we can figure out their secrets on how to get around this track. Sean English in the 960. Corner entry. Can't tell. I didn't learn any secrets there. Throws it in good and sideways on the throttle. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you guys are smarter than me and can figure it out. We'll see. But coming to the line, English. Good enough for 5th and quickly falls as Cardwell on top with a 16.42. Kenny Miller in the 23. Miller on the throttle. So with that being said, guys, we are going to step away for the national anthem. No one go anywhere. We'll be back with heat race action right after this.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're lined up and ready for heat race number 1. Let's go ahead and go right into our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, Tanner Pettit in the... Sorry, that's Joey Lingren in the 16 and Tanner Pettit in the 24 on the outside. I'll get it right. Noah Carpenter and Kenny Miller for row 2. Row 3, Chase Stewart and Kenny Hoffman. And row number 4, David Allen and Matthew Powell. Heat 1, gonna see the top 4 finishers transfer into tonight's A main, everyone else into one of 2 consolations race. Last chance qualifiers. Oof. Listen, it's Friday, holiday weekend. Some words might be mispronounced. We're gonna have fun with it anyways. I'm excited for it. I'm ready to go racing. I hope you guys are as well, because it's gonna be a heck of a show here tonight. Lights are out on the Chevy Silverado. We're gonna let them loose here at Williams Grove for the first time in the heated battle. Here we go, the 16 and the 24. Green flag is out and we are underway. Everyone quickly going to the high side, top 3 single file down the backstretch, but now Miller trying to make something happen on the bottom. Trying to make a move for second, slots into third, and everybody up top for the moment. Hoffman in the 11. We go on aboard, looking over his shoulder. He's in that final transfer spot. As Lingren, Pettit, Miller, Hoffman, your transfers for the moment. Noah Carpenter, Chase Stewart, Matthew Powell, and David Allen have some work to do. Miller trying to line down low, nothing there for him just yet. Pettit in the 24, starting to lose a little bit of ground to our leader, Joey Lingren. 2 non-world class drivers in this heat race, that is Chase Stewart and David Allen. And right now they are running 6th and 7th, Powell in 8th. We have 5 more laps to go here in heat number 1. Way up to the high side goes the 16. That allows the 24 to close in. Might have a move here. Headed into the wall. 24, hard contact. Pulls it off the wall. Loses a ton of ground. Here comes Miller down to the inside. Miller can't quite clear him. And Pettit holds on to second place for the moment. See you guys in YouTube chat. Thank you very much for saying hello. Make sure you cheer loudly and often for your favorite driver. Even if they're not out there, pick your favorite driver that is out there. We'll have 2 more times around. They're really starting to search for a line further back, and things are heating up in the transfer spot. Carpenter and Hoffman are going at it. Right now, Carpenter is taking it away from from Hoffman. But they are battling up very hard, trading sliders, and now the 42 has it. Holds on to it for the moment. Oh, contact down the back stretch. We sort it out and keep going. 16, Lingren, Pettit, Miller, and Carpenter are going to be your transfers. Now let's move on to heat race number 2. Starting lineup for this one. Gonna look something like this. Ryan Avila in the 49 on the inside. Hayden Cardwell in the 07 to the outside. Row number 2, the 85 of Tyler, I don't know how to qualify Shell, and Kendall Tucker in the 00. Scott Thomason and Aiden Bierlein in the 13 with Josh Whiteman and Connor Dudek in row number 4. As the field begins rolling out, Avila in the 49 on the inside front row, but he's got a heavy hitter, reigning iRacing World of Outlaw champ, right behind him. Not been the great start to the season for the 85 in this Aces Up Tune-Up Challenge series. I'm sorry, Aces Up Sinsport Tune-Up Challenge series. It's a mouthful. And I have had a whole lot of pumpkin pie. 3 drivers in this one are not World Class licensed. They are A-Class, so they're working on getting that World Class. Scott Thomason, Connor Dudek, and Josh Whiteman. See how they will do against our professional drivers. So here we go. Heat race number 2, about ready to fire off. Green flag in the air, and away we go. And Avila getting a great start, goes right to the high side, but Tyler Shell in the 85 working down on the bottom. And Shell in the second spot. Oh, and a hard hit for Avila. Coming off of turn 4. Now Tyler Shell's gonna pounce. 85 down on the inside line. He's gonna need a good run down the backstretch here. Almost has that run that he needs. The 85 to the lead for the moment, but now has to power off of 4. Avila with a great run, and they are side by side into turn 1, but this might be the final few inches that the 85 needs. And he does. Tyler Shell to the front in the 85. And that is the first time we have seen that bottom lane make a pass like that, and now they all start to transition down to the bottom. Three wide from the middle on down to the bottom. Almost didn't work. Avila gets shuffled out. Cardwell now into second. And Avila, with a huge bit of trouble, has lost all of his spots and now almost all the way at the back. As Cardwell and Shell make contact coming off of 4. We have 5 laps to go. Off the back of the 85. Cardwell gets a really good run through the corner. He has got that thing hooked up. Here comes Cardwell trying to make a move to the inside. Tyler Shell keeping that bottom lane blocked off. Meanwhile, Tucker and Bierlein, final 2 transfer spots. Dudek and Avila trying to work back over into those positions. Avila with a great qualifying time, and it has not worked to his benefit in this heat race. Tyler Shell gonna get the white flag this time by in heat race number 2, final lap. Shell, Cardwell, Bierlein, Tucker. Oh, and into the wall go Bierlein and Tucker. And Tucker tumbles, and he is trying to join the Beer Hill gang. Not gonna get it done. Tyler Shell wins the race. Cardwell, Dudek, Whiteman transfer in. What a wild last lap that really changed the running order. We had two drivers solidly in, and then they weren't. Now let's move on to heat race number 3. Let's take a look at who is in this one. On the inside of row number 1 in the 33, that is Evan C. Logan Rumsey in the 41 on the outside. Row number 2, Clayton Davies and Ross Kaiser. Row 3, Wyatt Schuart and James Seawright. Row 4, Alex Bergeron and Taylor Wineland. As the field gets ready to start rolling out, we're just waiting on Taylor to make it to the grid. And it looks like Taylor is not going to make it in time. Not sure what has happened to Taylor, but he is not on the grid for the start of this race. And there are no cautions in the heat races, so it's going to be tough for Taylor to make it through. He'll let them cycle around one more time. You can see that the track is really starting to transition. Got some loose dirt showing up as they all were starting to throw it from the bottom up to the middle. But we did see that bottom lane be dominant in heat race number 2. That's what we're gonna see here in heat race number 3. Here we go, green flag is out. Heat race number 3 is underway. And Evan C. gets a clean break away from the field. Rumsey and Davies battling for third. We got one into the wall there. I believe that to be Kaiser who got into the wall. He's in the final transfer spot for the moment, but Bergeron, Schuart, and Seawright trying to take it away. Bergeron in the 12 for the moment has that transfer spot, got right down to the bottom as they are fighting hard in second place. Davies and Rumsey going at it, and Bergeron going to throw his hat into the mix as well. Evan C. meanwhile trying to run away with this one. Very intense battle here. Second, third, fourth, fifth place, sixth place. Contact around goes Schuart. Schuart keeps it going, but he has lost a lot of time. Evan C. continues to try and pull away. Clayton Davies and Rumsey still going at it. Bergeron in fourth. Remember, top 4 transferred. Man, did we see a big shakeup in heat race number 2 on the last lap, so don't take anything for granted just yet. Gonna have 2 laps to go this time around. C, Rumsey, Davies, and Kaiser making a move on the 12 of Bergeron. Bergeron running that bottom lane right now, not in a transfer spot. He is into 5th. Can get the white flag. Final time around for Evan C. Into turns 3 and 4. And off of the corner, Evan C picks up heat race number 3. Davies, Rumsey, and Kaiser transfer in. All right, now we begin our 4th and final heat race of the night. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, Cameron Pritchard in the 21. Chance Zukowski in the 47 to his outside. Trevor Royer in the 90 and Timothy Smith in the 86 for row number 2. Casey Simons in the 54 and Ashton Mealer in the 05. Row number 4 going to be Sean English in the 960 and Garrett Holsey in the 88. Mealer and Royer are our A-class drivers in this one. Everyone else has that black bar underneath their license rating. So, with Alex Bergeron picking up the first 2 wins of this season, now finds himself in one of our last chance qualifiers. Might be a little bit of blood in the water. Let's see who can mix things up a little bit more. Down the back stretch, we're going to let them loose. This time off of turn number 4. Lights are out on the Chevy Silverado, our final heat race of the night. Top 4 transfer, giving us 16 cars into the A main. Then we will take the top 2 out of each one of our last chance qualifiers, or out of our 2 last chance qualifiers, giving us a total of 20 cars running here tonight. Green flag is out, heat race number 4. Richard, Zukowski, Royer, Smith is how they are scored right now. English trying to make his way up, gaining 2 spots, along with Garrett Holsey right there with him. Zukowski and Pritchard, though, they are going at it, running 1 and 2, and then behind them is another fur ball as the 90 of Trevor Royer on the inside trying to make his way forward. Royer to the race lead. Slides up, can't quite clear, and Zukowski down the backstretch takes over the top spot. Sean English up in the 3rd. That 960 has really got a car dialed in for this heat race. And he is into a transfer spot, gaining 4 positions to do it. Zukowski, Royer, Smith, and now English following the 4th for the moment. Everyone tightly packed third place on back. Cameron Pritchard is one of our cars that has really moved backwards. Pritchard battling in 6th place and looks like a little bit of contact there as well. Pritchard and Holsey going at as a right rear bounces off the wall. Sikowski still holds on to the top spot. Trevor Royer in the 90 trying to track him down. And Royer looks like he has just disappeared and reappeared. There he is. Never a good sign when a car just disappears. Tim Smith in the 86. Trying to close in on the back bumper of the 90 as Royer up to the high side. Track really transitioning. That corner entry starting to get very slick here at Williams Grove. And Smith has the fastest lap of this heat race at a 17.47. And get the white flag at this time. Holsey into the final transfer spot on top of Sean English, who's now 5th. White flag in the air. Ashton Wheeler crashing and going straight to pit road. We stayed green. But Chance Sikowski in the 47 off of turn 4. Sikowski gonna get it done. Royer, Smith, and Holsey transfer in. All right, so now we begin our second half of the night. Heat races are done and over with. And we have just 2 LCQs to settle it out. Let's go into our starting lineup for this one. If I can hit the right buttons, it'd be great. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness. I found the right buttons, guys. I knew I could do it. On the inside of row number 1 is Kenny Hoffman in the 11, Alex Bergeron in the 12. Row 2, David Allen in the 01 and James Seawright in the 18. Row 3, Chase Stewart in the 40 and Wyatt Schuart in the 010. Matthew Powell and Taylor Wineland bring up the tail end of this field. Taylor did make it to the grid, so he's got a ways to go to make it into tonight's A main. So Hoffman and Bergeron on the front row. A class drivers, 3 world-class drivers in this one. Green flag is out. A last chance qualifier. Top 2 gonna transfer. Hoffman and Bergeron in those spots for the moment. Hoffman down on the bottom. Bergeron trying to work the high side. Gets that right rear all the way up into the fluff, but it thins out right there off of turn number 4. He pulls it down low. Now has the move for the slider. And looks like he's going to be able to pull it off down the back stretch. But here comes Hoffman battling right back. Now Hoffman going to return the favor. And Hoffman pulls away. Bergeron with a good head of steam down the straightaway. Oop, contact, one end of the wall. That is the 40. Chase Stewart going around and pointing the wrong direction. As Hoffman and Bergeron continue to battle, Chase Stewart, his night is done. David Allen, Matthew Powell trying to figure out how they can get into this battle and steal a spot into tonight's A main, but Hoffman and Bergeron not slowing down just yet. Bergeron in the 12 to the high side, Hoffman in the 11 down on the bottom. Two very distinct lines, one all the way up to the top, one all the way down on the bottom. They both decide to go to the high side through 1 and 2. Now have 5 laps to go this time around. Wyatt Schuart has pulled onto pit road. Troubles for him. His night is done. Started 8 cars in this last chance qualifier, and now we're down to 6. Make it 5 as Wineland has gone on to pit road as well. So Bergeron now starting to pull away. Hoffman starting to feel some pressure from David Allen. Allen in the 0-1 has really closed in on the back bumper of the 11. Gonna have 2 more shots at it. The 0-1 took a look down to the bottom. Hoffman holds on to it for the moment, but here comes Allen. Allen down on the bottom with some good momentum. Really trying to put the screws to the 11. Can't quite make it this time, but he's going to have 1 more shot at it. Final lap, Bergeron 1.2 seconds away. David Allen fighting to try and keep his night alive. He is all over the 11. The 11 goes down to the bottom. The block slides up the track, and Hoffman gonna hold on to it, but David Allen with a very spirited charge. So Hoffman and Bergeron make it in. David Allen, thank you very much for the thrilling last few laps there. Let's get ready for our second last chance qualifier. Our second and final one. Take a look at our starting lineup. Ryan Avila in the 49, Sean English in the 962. Very fast cars in their heat race. Just things did not work out for them. Aiden Beerline, Cameron Pritchard in row number 2. Scott Thomason and Casey Simons in the 54. And Kendall Tucker and Ashton Mealer in row number 4. Got a nice little ground level look off the 00 of Kendall Tucker. Only 2 cars are gonna make it into the show from here. And let me tell you, I'm not sure which two it's going to be because each and every one of these drivers is very, very fast. Scott Thomason, Ashton Mueller are A-class drivers. Everyone else got that black bar. Once again, I do want to thank you all for joining me on this Thanksgiving Friday. You guys are enjoying the show. Do make sure that you hit the thumbs up for the drivers and let them know you appreciate the show that they are putting on for you as the green flag comes out and our final chance to make it into the A main. Avila, English, hold on to it for the moment, the 49. Him run down the straightaway. Sean English in the 960, starting to feel some pressure from the 13. Airline almost taking that spot away. English holding on to that final transfer. Avila, your race leader. Avila not pulling away from these guys like he would like to see. Pritchard into fourth, Tucker up into fifth. Mueller, Thomason rounding out our 8-car field for the moment. Simons in the 54. As I think Simons has my favorite paint job here tonight. I think just speaking to me here tonight. Not sure why. Pretty simple black and white, a little bit of other colors in it. Man, does it look good. So English fending off a challenge from Aiden, and now trying to figure out if he can get around the 49. They both went for the same piece of dirt once again, and now the 960 gonna lose a little bit of ground as he popped the front end up in the air, getting into the back bumper of Avila. So Avila holds on to the lead. Aiden in the 13. Now you're sitting in second in that final transfer spot. They got 6 laps to go. English all over the back bumper. English has the fastest lap in this LCQ. That may not do him any good. Kendall Tucker, Ashton Mueller have gone on to pit road. They are out of the race. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us here tonight. I hope to see you next week. As the fight really starts to get intense, the 960 of Avila to the inside of Aiden. Aiden with a good run down the straightaway, fending him off. Riding on board the race leader as we look out over the tail tank. Airline still fending off. English gonna have a lap and a half to stay defensive here. As Ryan in the 49, now with almost a 0.7 second gap over the 13. Oh, and Simons and English getting together. Maybe it wasn't Simons. Maybe it was Pritchard and English. Either way, Avila transfers in, Beerline transfers in, everyone else. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, gentlemen. We do hope to see you next week. Gonna have just a quick little warm up here And so as that is going down, I'm going to step away for a moment. I won't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are in the final few moments of our warm-up session. Right now, they are not being allowed on the track as track officials look over the racing surface, check it out, make sure we're ready to go racing. We've had 4 heat races and 2 LCQs to get to our 20 drivers that make it out onto the race tonight. Has been a very intense series of races so far. This season, right now, we are in the 3rd race of the season. Bergeron picked up the first 2 races this year, winning back-to-back race 1 and race 2. And now he does find himself buried a little bit deep in the field as he had to make it through an LCQ to get to the A main. We'll see if he's got some speed in that to go from, I believe that will be 9 all the way to the top spot to make it 3 in a row. Gonna have some work to do to make that happen, though. I do think we will see a new winner here tonight. Not sure who it's gonna be, but yeah. Scott Thomason, thank you very much for stopping by, man. Appreciate you showing up tonight on a holiday weekend. Gave us a good show, bud. I enjoyed watching you race thoroughly. All right, so that is going to do it for our warm-up session. Let's get right into tonight's starting lineup. On the inside of row number 1, give me just a minute here. Hitting all the wrong buttons once again. That one got it. On the inside of row number 1, Joey Lingrun. And to the outside, the 85 of Tyler Shell. Row number 2, Evan C. in the 33. Chance Sikowski in the 47. Row 3, Tanner Pettit and Hayden Cardwell. Row number 4 will be Clinton Davies and Trevor Royer. Row 5, Kenny Miller and Connor Dudek. Row 6, Logan Rumsey and Timothy Smith. Row number 7, Noah Carpenter and Josh Whiteman. Row 8, Ross Kaiser and the 88 of Garrett Holsey. Row 9, Alex Bergeron and Ryan Avila. Our final row here tonight, Kenny Hoffman and Aiden Bierlein. Trevor Royer, Connor Dudek, Josh Whiteman making it into the A main as A-class licensed drivers. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we are underway for tonight's A main. Into turn number 1. Joey has the advantage. Tyler Shell in the 85, trying to build some momentum. Quite the knot behind those guys. Is Royer right there in the middle of it, Miller and Dudek. Where do you run here, gentlemen? Find somewhere there isn't a car to try and get through this knot cleanly. That was a K-N-O-T, not a N-O-T. I don't know why I had to say not and not a better word. Oh, contact Trevor Royer. Hard impact. Straightens it out, but he has lost some momentum with that. Lingrun and Shell still running 1 and 2, and somehow in the middle of all that, Tim Smith in the 86 sets a fastest lap of the A main. And the caution flag is going to come out as Pettit was pointed in the wrong direction. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to the 24 into turns 1 and 2. Royer getting collected there as well. Trevor with nowhere to go. On board with the 90 of Trevor Royer. So the 24 and 90 sitting on pit road, trying to fix the repair, trying to fix the damage to both their race cars. Now, I mentioned Tim Smith had the fastest lap in this A main so far. That was at an 18.63. Keep in mind, he is in 8th place right now. So Royer and Pettit still not making it back out onto the track. Lights are out on the Chevy Silverado. We're going to fire them off and let them rip one more time. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Lean run shell running 1 and 2. First caution of the night done and over with. Down to the bottom goes the 16, the 85 of Tyler Shell, trying to build momentum on the outside. Down the back stretch, this single file restart seems to have settled everyone down just a little bit. They're still fanning out pretty well in the corners. But it is definitely not 4 and 5 wide like it looked to be before the first caution of the night. The Ling Run Shell running 1 and 2. Right now we're on a board with Logan Rumsey. Rumsey in the 41, finding himself just inside the top 10. Right now holding on to that 10th place. The track is slicked off. They're really searching for some room to run and try and find that fast line. Davies in the 50. One of the few drivers that is really trying to put that right rear onto the guardrail all the way around the track. Now he goes down to the bottom for a slider. Can't quite clear the 07 of Cardwell. Oh, big wheel stand out of the 42. Noah Carpenter holds on to it, settles it down, and makes the corner. How about that? Carpenter and Miller, there's another contact. Oh, and the 12 of Bergeron. Bergeron gets turned around. And the yellow flag is going to come out for the second time. Alex Bergeron gets pointed in the right direction, in the wrong direction, and then figures out better go the right way. Take a look and see. There's the wheel stand from Carpenter. And then Bergeron. This looks like a little bit of miscommunication. One car going high, another car going low. That is going to bring out our second yellow of the night. And the 12 to the back of the field. Whiteman and Hoffman both on the pit road right now. Not sure what they're on the pit road for. We'll see if they're going to get back out there. While that was going down, Tyler Schell made a pass for the lead. Let's take a look and see how this happened. The 85 with a run off the corner, down the backstretch, and into turn 3 with the race lead. The yellow flag comes out, not giving a shot to Lingrun to battle back. So Tyler Schell, who finally found a way to qualify well, run well in the heat race, is now up in front here at Williams Grove. Green flag is out. We are back underway. The second caution done and over with. We have 24 laps to go. I just dropped the lid off my water. Oh my. So Schell out in front, Lindgren trying to battle back, but Tyler Schell with that clean air is going to be tough to beat. Tanner Pettit has rejoined the race. He is multiple laps down. Whiteman and Hoffman both did get back out there before the drop of the green flag. And Williams Grove really delivering quite the spread. They are running high and low and in the middle. Man, oh man, Tim Smith in the 86 has got him a little bit of breathing room, and he's one of the only guys in the middle of this pack that has some breathing room. Cardwell and Clayton Davies going at it very hard. Oh, and the 07 hip checks the 50 into the wall. And Davies onto pit road, and I'm not saying that that was intentional. It absolutely looked intentional, but also I think Cardwell was trying to set for the corner and just happened to have the 50 right there. We're going to take a look and see what we can from a different point of view. These two were really going at it, the 50 and the 07. Good thing I am not in race control or admin and having to score that one. Take another look off the roll bar of the 50. That 07 out of nowhere. Lights are out on our Chevy Silverado. We're going to go back to green flag racing. Drivers out of the race: Trevor Royer, Clayton Davies, Hayden Cardwell. 16 cars on the lead lap. Tanner Pettit, the only car not on the lead lap that is out there. The green flag flies and we have 19 laps to go. Schell Your race leader, Lingrun second, C and third, fourth, Noah Carpenter and Kenny Miller rounding out your top 5. Three-car battle here for 4th place. Miller, Carpenter, and Sikowski going at it. '86 and Tim Smith once again has found himself a nice little piece of dirt. Not having to fight anybody for. He is slowly working his way forward. Right now, our hard charger is Ryan Avila in the 49. He has gained 10 positions from where he started this race. He is working his way forward. So too is another driver who started towards the back, and that is the 12 of Alex Bergeron. We have 14 laps to go. Quite the knot back here. Logan Rumsey, Aiden Beerline, Garrett Holsey, Alex Bergeron, all right here. As Shell continues to lead, but Evan C. in the 33 taking over 2nd place. And caution flag comes out, and it looks like Josh Whiteman, Kenny Hoffman, and Ross Kaiser in trouble. Let's see what happened here. We'll take a look at the 24 of Whiteman. I think this is going to start with Ross getting into the wall. Hoffman gets collected as well. On board with the 47, a Chance Sikowski as he's got a moment to catch his breath. Man, oh man, these guys really getting after it here tonight at Williams Grove. Lights are out on our pace truck. We're going to fire them off again. Whiteman and Kaiser, not sure if they're going to make it back out in time. Whiteman is rolling as a green flag comes out. Stay on board with Sikowski for the start of this one, or the restart. The Kaiser did not get rolling. He is still on pit road. Whiteman does get rolling, but going to lose a lap in the process. Tyler Shell on the 85 having a battle with Evan C. Kenny Miller in the 3rd, Joey Lingrun in 4th, and Noah Carpenter rounding out your top 5. Ryan Avila still your biggest mover of the race so far. He is inside the top 10. He's up into 7th place, gaining 11 spots on the night. we're going to be inside of 10 laps to go, this time by Tyler Schell in the 85, trying to hold off a very hard charging Evan C. Looks like Evan's car is really starting to come in. Tanner Pettit in the 24, continuing to turn laps out there, even though he has multiple laps down. There have been several cars that have dropped out. Pettit at one point was 20th. He is now 17th. Looking like before this night is over, he could end up 16th or 15th. He's going to need some things to change very quickly. Four, five, six car battle right here. Alex Bergeron up into the top five as he is really starting to work that bottom lane. This last restart has gone his way very well, and the caution flag going to come out once again as Lindgren in trouble. And I was just saying, Alex Bergeron was having a hard time gaining ground, but on this restart, it looks like that car really came in, and the 12 is now into 5th place. The yellow flag out for Joey Lindgren. Let's see what happens to him. And oh my, one car. Is that Ross Kaiser? I'm not 100% sure. Oh, maybe Chance Kowski? I believe that was Chance, yes, in the 47. And Sikowski just kind of gets a little tap from the 49, and a little bit of extra momentum carries him up and over Lindgren. And so yellow flag out once again. Lights are out on the Chevy Silverado. We're going to let them loose. What could be the final restart of the night. Laps are starting to wind down. Tyler Schell has to hold off the 33 of Evan C. As the green flag is out and our 5th caution of the night comes to an end. 5 laps to go. Quite a few cars have fallen out of this race here. Started 20. Now we have 12 on the lead lap out there. 2 of them that are out there circling around are not on the lead lap. Dudek, Whiteman, Whiteman and Tanner Pettit are the 2 that are not on the lead lap. We go on aboard with the 12 of Alex Bergeron. He is starting to make some moves here. And Bergeron trying very hard to make it into a podium finish. Moving into 4th place. He's got that bottom lane working very, very well. Gaining 13 spots so far, making him tonight's biggest mover for the moment. Aiden Beerline in second in that regard with 12 positions gained. And the yellow flag coming out again, and I believe this one for Logan Rumsey. Rumsey in the 41. Down the backstretch. Oh, and just into the outside wall. Heavy contact for the 41. Let's go off the nose. Very, very hard hit. That's going to bring out our 6th caution of the night. I'm not sure Logan Rumsey is going to feel too good come tomorrow morning. Lights go out on our pace truck. We're gonna fire them off again. Gonna try and finish this one out. Then get back to everyone having a holiday weekend. The 85 of Tyler Shell gets on the throttle, pulls away from the 33. That's exactly what he needed to have happen. Bergeron and Carpenter battling for 3rd. Bergeron sends it down to the bottom very hard. Can't quite get the run off the corner he needed. That hard entry cost him a little bit of speed on exit. Final lap though for the 85 of Tyler Shell. He's got just one more corner to negotiate. And Tyler Shell off of turn number 4. Big wiggle, but holds on to it. C finishes 2nd. Bergeron into 3rd place. Go ahead and take a look at the rest of our results. Noah Carpenter finishes in 4th. 5th goes to Kenny Miller. 6th, Tim Smith. 7th, Ryan Abela. Aiden Beerline in 8th. 9th goes to Garrett Holsey. Kenny Hoffman will finish in 10th. The last car on the lead lap, that is the 11th, Connor Dudek. Josh Whiteman, 12th. 13th, Logan Rumsey. Chance Sikowski finishing in 14th. 15th, Joey Lingrun. Tanner Pettit, 16th. 17th, Ross Kaiser. Clayton Davies in 18th. 19th, Hayden Cardwell. And Trevor Royer in 20th. As we wait for them to come onto the front stretch, and we talk to our top 3 finishers here tonight. Let's see what they have to say. We're giving them a moment to get over in here, get their helmet off, get a drink of water, whatever they need. Guys, if you enjoyed the race that they put on for you, please make sure you do hit that thumbs up. Let them know that you appreciated it. And let's kick this off by talking to our race winner. That is the driver of the 85, Tyler Shell. Congratulations, man, on the race win.
Hey.
All right, tell us how you did it.
Just stayed patient through the middle and hoped it never went away because it's where I felt the best, and it was going away at the end, but got lucky that they ran out of laps. Yeah.
Well, man, nice job picking up the win here on a Friday night race in the middle of our Thanksgiving holiday. So it's got to feel good to pick up that first win of the season.
For sure. It's good to talk to you for a top 3 finish and not a hard charger.
All right, man. Who do you have to thank for this outstanding drive here tonight?
Yeah, just like to thank everybody that puts us on, you for broadcasting, and Elbows Up Sim Sports, and my sponsors, Aces Up, M9, and More Than Tires.
All right, Tyler, congratulations on the race win. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is the driver of the 33. Evan C., you got yours on, bud?
Yep, I got you.
Man, nice job bringing it home in second place here tonight. Tell us a little bit about that battle as you were trying to chase down the 85.
Yeah, trying to see that or set up to see to come to us towards the end of the race there, and we felt pretty good running that middle line, and just all those yellows I couldn't really get a pass to work on that shell all those breaks in the race towards the end. It's hard to get around on someone, but I had a pretty good night. Battling the first week in the series, but definitely happy with the speed we had tonight. It was pretty good. My trap was tacky and slick also, so it's always a good sign. And like I said, just glad we could get a good run tonight after I felt like some bad luck we've had.
Well, man, a good solid second place run does kind of boost the momentum. So who do you have to thank for the second place finish tonight?
Yeah, just gotta thank all the guys at CFME Sports, Agility Speed Shop, and then Tattoo Defense, Captain Morgan, Sweet Victory, Shop4E22.com, Team BLR, and just gotta thank all of y'all for broadcasting and everyone helping on this league for us to get some test laps in for Monday nights. It's definitely helpful and always fun to come out here and race.
All right, man. Once again, congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
Now let's move on to not only our third place finisher, but also our hard charger of the night. Alex Bergeron, got yours on, bud?
Yes.
Well, congratulations on that third place finish. Man, did you have to come from deep in the field to make this happen?
Yeah, we struggled a little bit in qualifying and heat race, and we had a bit of unlucky there. Couldn't do much about it in the heat race, but also got unlucky in the race as well. Got hooked up a little bit on the front end, and we're battling for a wide. So definitely nothing I could have done there, but we're definitely we're coming through a field in the future, and just got to work on our qualifying and heat race. Performance. We got to get better at that. But we'll keep working hard, and any race is you got to work hard for it. So we'll keep doing what we do usually.
Well, man, not only did you get that third place, but the hard charger. So I'll tell you what, it was fun watching you come up through the pack, and a lot of people were kind of shocked to see you in a last chance qualifier.
Yeah, it's like I said, we were a bit unlucky there, and just made the wrong calls there, and it's just that's why we got back on the night there because of that. So, and especially here at this track, you can't really be that far back because you're gonna have a hard time, especially for the rest of the night. So, definitely gotta set yourself up for a good night of racing, and you gotta start up front, and especially for World Championship is going to be extremely important. So that's it. We just got to keep going forward and keep our heads up.
All right, man. Shout outs, thank yous you need to give for tonight's race.
Oh, definitely all of our team, Aiden as well for the race tonight. You got 8th, so started 20th, so pretty good for our team. And especially all of our partners sponsoring us and helping us and staying with us for what we like to do and racing every week. So I got to thank them for everything, and you guys for broadcasting, and Aces Up for putting this series up for us to practice for the World Championship, and allows us to get some testing in and be ready for the races.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations on that very exciting drive to the front.
Thank you.
Alex Bergeron, ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher and tonight's hard charger, picking up a Finishline Race Designs paint scheme for pulling that one off here tonight. We want to thank Finishline Race Designs and Advanced Sim Racing for sponsoring this show. And of course, Aces Up Sim Sports Tune-Up Challenge Series will be live next Thursday. Make sure you tune in. And guys, as always, I thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for letting me come to your household, penetrate your ear holes, your eyes, and have a great Friday night. Y'all, enjoy the rest of this holiday weekend, and I will see you next Thursday.